folks, so day one of our group healing, and what a day it's been so far. We're halfway through. At the time of filming, I'm halfway through, so I've finished the first part of the channeling for today, and then gonna have some lunch and then go back into it this afternoon. Self-worth. When I was setting up the grid yesterday, I just kept hearing self-worth, and it actually makes sense of why I went into this group healing, not blind, but saying we're going to leave it to energy and spirit to decide where this healing is going to go. And I said, it's going to be different for all of us, which it is. And I said, it's going to be hitting different areas, but there's going to be no theme. And I'm wondering if the theme is going to be self-worth. Because if you look at self-worth wounds, there's a lot of pain with that. And a lot of blocks and critter-like energy and parasitic-like energy and parasitic conditioning that people have received. And self-worth can be a huge wound. And many people could look at that and go, I can't do that. I just can't face self-worth. And what you're going to expect in life and what you're going to accept in life. And who knows what tomorrow's going to bring. But for today, self-worth is key. And the amount of releasing and pain and old stories that you guys were releasing in this morning's channeling was huge. Like literally traveling from area to area into these energetic temples where you were going in for peace and upgrade, and then you were releasing again, and then you were traveling to these places where there were all these waterfalls and lakes, and again taking in all this wisdom. And I do have to say that when you go through a healing process, either a group healing, a meditation circle, or a personal healing session, there will be something that will come in. And there's many reasons for this. Fundamentally, it is a test. But what this will do is, it could be more than one thing, by the way, is it will come in and it will go like a needle, poof, like an arrow, straight to your vulnerability, straight to your core wound. It could be something that's said to you, done to you, not done to you, not said to you, it could be ignored or whatever. It could be somebody cutting you up, it could be not getting your promotion, it could be getting dumped or whatever. Something will come up that will bring in that old core wound. Number one, there's an aspect of it that wants to derail you. Okay, there is that aspect. There's a lower frequency there that wants to derail you. But there is also something in there that wants you to level up and not go into what you used to do before. So say if you used to go into rage and anger and vitriol and victim mentality, or poor me, or say if you used to get passive aggressive or toxic positivity, or somebody says something to you, so you go really toxic positivity with them, or toxic passive aggressive. There's that much, isn't there? This is the time to also as well step in and speak your truth lovingly, and actually putting firm boundaries down into your life of what you are willing to accept. And as we heal and as we evolve, we're going to be required more and more to do that. And we're going to be required more and more to take those big deep breaths in relation to where we're going to be going next. Because ultimately, we only get treated how we accept, with what we accept. And if that's a trigger, good, because one of the only ways we can heal as humans is through our trigger. And if we change the name of the word trigger and we actually changed it to portal, and you went, God, I'm so portaled, or I know this is going to portal you all, but it change it, because a trigger is actually opening a portal for deep healing, really deep healing. But because society hasn't been trained on how to alchemize and how to rise up and how to deal with triggers healthily in a balanced, effective way, it becomes a poison within the vessel. So something coming in to cause a trigger moment, a portal moment, is actually the gift that keeps on giving. In that moment, if you can, not just go into avoidance, but again, not go into anger and vitriol. You can feel the anger, but make sure that when you come out and alchemize it, you're not in anger, that you're in your power and your center. And again, that's how we can get through this type of thing. That's how we can heal. I pulled 2 cards for everybody this morning and put them on the grid, which, well, one of the grids is here. And the cards that I got was joy and opening. Joy and opening. And this is the Denise Lynn Soul Coaching deck. So joy and opening. Are you going to embrace joy? Are you going to embrace opening? And most people say, God, yeah, of course I am. That's why I'm on this healing, or that's why I'm in this crystal shop, or that's why I'm having this Reiki session, or shamanic session, or a meditation group. But really, if I said to you now to do a little dance in your living room, or to have a giggle with your grandchildren, or to have a giggle with the next door neighbour, or to be able to stand in that moment where somebody is going boom, boom, boom at you and actually still be able to keep your joy. If you were allowed to see another person's true pain, okay, their true wounding, it would change how you look at people. If you were given a moment to really see their true wounding and their true pain, you would be able to see it from a whole different light. And also as well, when you start to go through something like this, it reflects out, which again causes trigger portals. That's interesting. I'm being shown humanity getting pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed to a point where it's almost like a life and death situation where we have no choice but to go into joy, because it gets so heavy, so dark, so painful to be in anything other than these moments, these feelings, or to be able to hold these. I'm not saying this, someone's going to say, oh, this is toxic positivity. No, it's not. It's about this being your fundamental frequency, your fundamental energy. So, for example, say somebody said something to you and you're in pain and your heart's hurting, but in that same second you see a red robin in your garden. Can you slip into joy and still be able to have the tears coming down your cheeks? That's what I'm saying. It's about being able to feel all of it. Not just this where you're totally shut off from real life, but also as well, not just the denser energies where you can't embrace this. Interesting. So I'm going to use this deck now. Oops, sorry for knocking the stand. I'm going to pull us some cards for today. And this is Witch Sister Tarot by Julia Jeffrey. So let's have a look. That was my box falling over. Right, I'm going to put that there. I thought I'll leave, and it falls over again. So, cards for today. Cards for today, for today's group healing. Cards for today. Welcome to the new subscribers if you're watching this video today. Normal content will resume from Thursday on here, as far as I go, okay? Because of the group healing, the 2 videos that I'm doing this week, apart from Thursday's video, will be group healing videos. But obviously, daily inspiration and oracle cards still goes on every day, and is bringing many people such joy. I'm enjoying looking at the comments and those of you that are actually embracing it, and embracing that daily dose of motivation and that daily dose of inspiration. So keep doing it, because Gary's good at what he does, and he's going to get better at it as well. And you know as well, when you start your YouTube channel, those first people that come in and support you, you never forget them, you know. So group healing, group healing. Whoa, Queen of Skies. This is about stripping it all back, all of it. Breaking through all of the illusion. Allowing yourself to see the truth of the situation, whilst also being able to hold those higher frequencies. Another powerful Queen of Waters, allowing transition, allowing feeling, Allowing difficult feelings to come up in healing is a really powerful thing. I did womb healing last week, and I think it was the day before it, I went into releasing anxiety, and I wanted to stop the anxiety. I wanted to stop it, because especially when you've struggled with it before. But actually it was like, no, because this is part of it. So whatever you're feeling, anger, sadness, allow yourself to feel it. 8 of Stones. Continuous work on yourself. Continuous navigation. Continuous learning. New perspectives coming through from this healing. 2 of Skies. Being able to see what's being reflected to you as well. Being able to see what's being reflected to you and who is being reflected to you at this time. Making peace with old aspects of yourself. Embodying new aspects of yourself. Facing the wounding that you've got as a woman or as a man. All the things you were told you should be or could be or need to be. All the times you were told to shh, be quiet. All the times you were taken away from yourself and what you wanted. All the times that you put somebody else first at the cost of your health and well-being and your abundance. All the times that you lost your way with the energy of the moon and you turned away from the moon energy, from the feminine energy. The journey back to yourself. Being at peace with whatever somebody thinks about you. Releasing those traumaed aspects of yourself, the itchy nose, releasing those traumaed aspects of yourself and making way for something else. Not neglecting it. It's a hard one to describe. Are you going to lose that aspect of yourself? No. But neither is it a ball and chain. Alchemize those lost aspects of yourself. Alchemize those traumatic aspects of yourself. You know, all the teachings on hell, damnation and fury and good and bad, and even the whole Santa Claus thing is horrific when you start really realising it. You know, that you've got to be good, Santa's watching, and if you're not good, you're not going to get a present. You know, straight away, that's serious mind control. It is, and that's, you know, people all laugh at that, but it's actually serious mind control. And it actually, from a very early age, stops you from stepping into your feelings and teaches you that something is good and bad, or, you know, depending on what kind of upbringing you had, it can be used as, it can be weaponized against you. Somebody crying because they're in pain as a little one, you know, stop it, that's naughty. Seriously, it happens. And as an adult, you take that into your life. What is good and bad? Depending on what somebody wants from you is what is good and bad. You know, the pearly white gates, and, you know, if you're not good, and if you sin and all of that, you won't get through, which is actually bullshit. And when people start to realise that all of that was dogma and it was bullshit, that was manipulated, that was taken from actual powerful, life-changing, life-enhancing belief systems that brought healing after healing after healing. Even like women giving birth and trying to numb it and trying to, yeah, I'm being shown the vision of a woman, she's giving birth and she's not screaming because of conditioning that she's received. She's conscious of her screams. She's conscious that she's missing herself, that she's tearing, that there's blood, etc. And it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. Also as well, people being uncomfortable with other people's feelings and other people's anger, you know, and oh God, why are you so angry, or why? And anger is an actual, I'm hearing it's a sexy emotion. It's a purge. Because if you don't let that out, then you suppress it down and you suppress it down and you suppress it down. There is the thing as well that, you know, so at some point you've got to let go of that anger. You know, somebody that's always in a mood, they slam into work every day. You can all be in the staff room having a laugh and in they come slamming and boom. But even that person is in pain. Even that person is living a fake life and they're in pain, and the only way they can let the world know they're in pain is by being so angry and pissed off all the time. And then they'll get mocked, they'll get, you know, talked about, people will avoid them, and so the cycle goes. So be gentle with yourself with this group healing. Plenty of rest, move when you want to, rest when you need to. Spend some time in the journal, spend some time in meditation, drink plenty of cold water to flush those toxins. Eat nice, healthy foods today. For those of you that take your cacao, get on it today and really look after yourself. And also know as well that, you know, we are also self-healers. We are our own healers. You know more than anyone what comforts you. You know what your body needs right now. Whether it needs time and space, or what food it needs, what water it needs. Does it need to be out in nature, etc.? So listen to yourself. And do you know the best thing you can do is allow all of those feelings to come in and don't label it. So I get triggered with the spiritual community or the New Age community that does tend to label things. And I've done videos about it in the past of I am this and I am that, and it's like you've just come out of a matrix that encouraged labels, good and bad, and you come slap bang into this, you know, new way of being, and straight away you're putting labels on yourself, you know. Maybe another video is needed on that, because if you think about it, everything's words. I will see you tomorrow. Should we have a card? Should I do a parting of the deck with this deck? Should we do one more card? Delight. Take delight in your life. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.